Hi people, welcome to another map video for some smart entertainment and possibly learning new stuff. Let's get started. This shows a population growth in most of the European countries and Turkey. Don't cancel me, Turkey. As you can see, population growth is not completely related by the GDP of a country. It is a sum of complex factors. But still, it is a bit shocking to see the difference, especially in neighboring countries like Spain and Portugal, or Belgium and the Netherlands. Most visited destination by country. There would be many things to say, but the most surprising thing to me is, with all the amazing things to see in the UK and Germany, how come the Harry Potter studio tour and Miniature Wonderland are so popular? Considering this is the most aging continent, this fact is quite ironic. Also, speaking of the Palace Castle in Romania, please, if you, by chance, want to visit that country, there are many prettier locations to visit. I always saw that symbol, but I had no idea how to pronounce it. It is interesting to see how the Latin alphabet can be so differently interpreted. Also, the C sound for chair or chocolate, why can't we also have a specific letter for it? In my humble opinion, it would be less confusing. This is a map of Warsaw that shows the area that was destructed by the bombing during WW2 in red. It is heartbreaking to see, but as far as I know, the Polish people rebuilt at least the city center, having in mind the old architectural style. Maps like these should be around more often and teach to the children in school to show the brutality of war. Moving over the USA. This is a map of the nicknames or diminutive for every state. Most of them are so cute. My favorites are Oki, Michi, Kani, and Mini. Fun fact about me, I currently work for a company based in Idaho, but I will never, ever use that diminutive. In blue, the count is bigger than the state of Rhode Island, which is a little black dot. Most of these makes perfect sense. The west of the country is really sparsely populated. But I'm puzzled by the fact that most of Southern California has huge counties, even if they are full of people. Same for Long Island and Worcester County in Massachusetts. And this shows two areas with the same population. One is New York City, and in red, the entire Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming, plus part of 9 other states. That's huge. Wacky map of the day. The most searched news site by state. I thought the country was evenly split between Fox News and CNN, but I was so wrong. What even is Yahoo News? Going to Mexico. This beautiful border gore shows the extent of the pre-Columbian languages overimposed the modern day state. The ones with the cross are, unfortunately, now extinct. The north of the country has a harsh climate, so it was always not that populated. This is why most of the languages from there are not spoken anymore. But I was surprised to see so many with still some native speakers from the central and southern part of the country. And now, around the world. This is a map of the largest national Protestant churches by country. I had no idea there were Protestants in Brazil. And not only that, it is actually the 3rd biggest in the world. Countries with 3 or more official languages. Switzerland and Belgium are famous examples. I was expecting more official languages from Papua New Guinea, considering that it is known to be a country with a very high amount of local languages. Also, not only India has several regional languages recognized, also, as far as I know, part of Italy, Spain, and Serbia. All the states that ends in stan. Actually some regions of Iran, Russia, and India are officially called with a name that ends in stan. Tatarstan, Rajasthan, and Balochistan, for example. Number of psychiatrists per 100,000 people in Europe. It's very interesting to see that there are big differences in states that are, for the most part, very similar. Like how come Austria has so few in comparison to Switzerland? And this can't be all related to economic prosperity, considering that two of the highest percentages are in Greece and Lithuania. This map shows, in green, the counties of the USA with over 250,000 inhabitants. Meanwhile in red, the ones below, we can see how most of them are located around the coasts and the Great Lakes. Did you know that there were so many mid-sized cities in South Carolina? I also noted something else, and I decided to make a map about it. Here it is. I made a map that shows all the states that have at least one county with over 250,000 inhabitants that borders another state. This is very interesting to me because, in Europe, a big city is usually at the center of his own region, if not in rare cases. Meanwhile, in the US, the situation seems to be the opposite, with only 11 states. Hawaii is an island, so it does not count. That does not have a large metropolitan area not split by state borders. I imagine this is a nightmare for an administrative point of view, especially considering that every state has its own laws and taxation. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe.